Hey guys, welcome back to the channel and thanks so much for joining me. Today I've got the brand new Seiko Prospex Special Edition PADI 200 meter quartz solar diver. This is model number SNJ035. Basically, this is the 2022 version of the reissue of the Arnie. That's a lot of information to take in. Anyway, I absolutely love these watches. I've been wanting to review one of these ever since they came out earlier last month, I guess like August 2nd or 3rd. Anyway, guys, I'm super stoked. I want to take a look at this watch. Let's check it out. All right, guys, we'll get into this thing, but first check out my Amazon shopping channel if you like this or any of the other watches I've reviewed on my channel. As y'all know, I get a very small commission if you buy from my Amazon store, so I definitely appreciate it. Oh, and not every single watch I review on my channel is gonna be on my Amazon store, so just kind of keep that in mind. But I'd say probably the majority of them are. So if you like any of the watches I review, more than likely, they'll be on my Amazon shopping channel, so check that out. Guys, this is typical Seiko packaging. Now, this is a special edition watch. The difference between special edition and limited edition, special edition, there is no limit on how many they're gonna make. They just mark it as a special edition, maybe a special colorway, something historically interesting about the watch, kind of like this one. Limited editions actually have a limited edition run of 1,000, 2,000, 5,000, whatever it is. And after they make those, they're not gonna make any more. This is a special edition, so I'm sure they're gonna make tons of these things. They might end up not making that many of them. I'm not quite sure. But anyway, that's the difference between a special edition and a limited edition. In any case, I wish either one of those had, something special or limited about the box itself. This is just your typical Seiko, watch box with the outer sleeve. Nothing really exciting about it, But this is a special edition watch. So I wish they would have done a little bit something special about the outer packaging. All right, here you go. Let's open this thing up. There is your first look at it. Absolutely love this thing. Spoiler alert, love this watch. I'm probably not going to say a bad word about it. I love this thing. Really cool. All right, so there you go. There's your Seiko pillow. Of course, here are your tags. And as usual, I'll go ahead and put up I'll tell you all the 7 specs you need to know here in just a minute and put all the other stuff down there in the description field for you. But here is your PADI scuba tank tag right there. Y'all have seen these before. And here is your regular hang tag, your regular Seiko Prospex hang tag. There you go. It has the module number, which I believe this is an H855. Is that right? And then, of course, there's your reference number. Retail on this is $625. Luckily, I didn't pay anywhere near that. You can get these if you look carefully and you do it, take a few minutes to do some shopping. You can get these for about $200 off of list price. But a lot of people are selling them at list price because they can get that, they can get that $625. But again, I saved about $200 when I got mine. I don't know if it was just a timing thing. I'm not quite sure, but I got a really good deal. So anyway, there you go. There are the tags. And then, of course, under here, you really don't get manuals anymore, but you do still get the warranty card right there. Let me go ahead and get this out for you. There you go. Then on the back, yada, yada, yada. All right, because, all the manuals, you just go online, and with just about every Seiko watch, they'll have a PDF manual right there on the description page for that watch. Now, funnily enough, when you go to the US site for this watch, the manual they have is for the old model. I got to put this thing back here. It's going to drive me crazy. The manual they have is for the old model, not this new H855. It's for the old module. So kind of keep that in mind. So whenever you're going in there and you're trying to figure something out with the watch, on the US site, they have the old, I did it again. Gosh dang it. Keep running my mouth and I'm not paying attention to what I'm doing. They have the old manual. So make sure if you're going to look for this thing, and you'll tell on the depictions, the little pictures on the manual, that the watch that they're talking about is the old PADI version of this, the old Arnie, not this new one. All right. Sorry that took so long. Put everything back here. Let's take the watch off the pillow. There you go. Man, I love this thing. All right, let's put everything back. And of course, I have the old one, which is, I think, the SNJ027. I've got that over here for a little bit of comparison. There you go. Love this watch as well. So there you go. There they are side by side. As you can tell, there's some major differences between the old one and the new one, and I'll tell you all about those here in just a second. All right, so let's go ahead and tell you all the 7 specs you need to know, and then we'll talk more about this thing here in just a second. All right, so you're looking at a 46.9 millimeter case. The old version had a 47.8 millimeter case, so this one's a little bit smaller, still made out of stainless steel and plastic. The thickness is 14.2 millimeters. The old one had a 13.8 millimeter thickness, so this one's a little bit thicker. It's a little bit smaller, but it's a little bit thicker. The lug-to-lug is 50.9 on this one. The old PADI is 50.5, so this one's a little bit longer, a little bit smaller in diameter, but a little bit thicker. All right. Strap is still a 22 millimeter silicone. Water resistance is the same at 200 meters, which is 660 feet. You do get a new module, which is H855, which has about a 5-month power reserve. And of course, you get a Hardlex crystal. Everything else you want to know about this, like it's got 4 screw down crowns, all that other good stuff, check down there in the description field, because there's a lot of stuff that you're going to want to learn about this watch. And let me tell you another thing, you're going to want to read the manual for this thing, especially if you're going to actually take it diving, because it can do a whole bunch of really, really cool stuff. Obviously, I'll never use, and I guess a lot of y'all watching will never really use the dive functions. I mean, you might take it swimming when you go, in the ocean or in a pool or whatever, but you'll probably never use it to actually dive. But it's a legitimate ISO certified dive watch, which is pretty cool, man. All right, let's go down here. And let me tell you the major differences between this one and its older brother right here. Obviously, you can see the difference in size. Not a huge difference, but it's big enough. This one, they basically shrunk it down, made it a little bit thicker, made it a little bit longer. You have the addition of the dive button, which is actually right here. The LCD display has been moved from 12 o'clock down to 6, and it's bigger, which I think is probably the nicest change that I saw. I love that they it's just easier to read this thing when it's down at the bottom, and it's actually a wider display. If you notice, it's just, see the shadow kind of catches the one on the left, the old version. Shadows catch it. It's not as wide. It's a smaller display. This is just much, much easier to read. You can see the information faster. And I think just aesthetically, I like that. I like all those displays at the bottom. Now, historically, obviously, the display was at the top with the original Arnie, but again, I think this is a welcome addition to put that down there. What else? Of course, you get that dive button, like I said. The old version had solar on the dial, the words, the text solar. This does not have solar on the dial, which I thought was kind of interesting, since it is a solar watch. You do have the PADI logo there right below the, right above the LCD display. Of course, Seiko, and then you have the Prospex symbol right underneath Seiko. Now, good old Seiko, guys. I can't fake the funk. If you look here, let's go ahead and do the bezel. And it's going to be just a little bit off. Not a big deal to me. I've actually come, to expect this from Seiko. So there you go. And it does have very little backplate, which is good. So let's see, we're getting close. All right, that is supposed to actually, yeah, it's just like, I don't know, 1/10 of a millimeter off. So you can see it right there. Not a big deal. If you just take it and just, gently tug it to the left, it'll line up. But its actual resting state where it's, the click where it's supposed to be is right there. Not a big deal, guys. But, y'all know Seikos are absolutely notorious for that. I don't know why they can't do it. And then Citizen, just about every single watch I bought from Citizen has lined up bezels. I don't understand it. I don't know why they can do it and Seiko can't. But anyway, what else? The sensor over here can measure up to 80 meters down, which is what, 240 feet. Is that right? 80 times 3. Yeah, about 240 feet. It can store up to 100 different dive logs with the temperature at that depth. So it'll record the temperature, and the depth you're at, which I didn't know this thing could record the temperature, so it's got a temperature sensor in it. It's cool. Stopwatch counts up to 100 hours. Some of y'all ask about the stopwatch, and I'll go ahead and demonstrate that here in just a second. Again, it doesn't say solar on this one, but it does on the old version. You do have a new globe pattern for the dial, so you can see that right there. Really cool. I like that, man. Nice little addition here. I like the teal on the minute hand and on the bezel. As you can see, the bezel is engraved. I'm assuming it's some sort of aluminum insert, but it is engraved slightly, which is pretty cool. Those numbers are sunken in just a little bit. The crowns right here have a fantastic feel to them. So these are reverse crowns. So to unscrew it, you actually go clockwise. So I'm going to turn clockwise, and now I'm unscrewing it. And you'll see the colors on the crown show up. That'll let you know that the crown is not closed and that you need to close it before you go diving or go swimming. So again, it takes a second to remember, so you want to turn to the right clockwise to actually unlock the crown. Now you can see the dive button, see the little, the fail, like, teal blue color right there, or baby blue. I guess it's like a baby blue. That baby blue, that means that actual button, that pusher is open. So, it gives you a visual warning. Hey, look, make sure you close this thing. All right, let's go ahead and open up this one. There you go. So there you go. So now all the crowns are open except for, obviously, I haven't unscrewed the main crown right there, but all the crowns are open. And you want to check, make sure, again, before you go swimming, make sure you close these all back up. So let's go ahead and go through the basic modes. So there's your time mode right there. So it's telling you it's Saturday the 10th, September 10th. This has an auto calendar up to the year 2100, by the way, which is really cool. That is let me see here. That is my dual time. I've actually got it set for Japan, which I believe is 13 hours ahead. So I think it'll show what, 9 something. Yeah, because they're about 13 hours ahead, but it's 9 o'clock in the morning over there. There is it's kind of hard to see, man. Oh, there's the dive log. There's no logs. I mean, I haven't had any dive trips in there. There's a stopwatch. Let's go ahead and start and stop the stopwatch. There you go. And then you stop it, press and hold, and then that resets it for you. Real simple stopwatch. All right, there is I can't tell what that is. Oh, there's the alarm. I'm sorry, that's the alarm. And to turn the alarm on or off, you press and hold both buttons right there. That turns the alarm on and off. I'll magnify this so y'all can see it. So again, to turn the alarm on and off, press both of these buttons, and that cycles between your alarm. And then go back here, and now you're back to time. Now, a little beep, you can actually turn that off and on as well. Press and hold one time real quick. There you go. So I went ahead and turned it on. So that's basically it's your alarm tone, and it's your operation tone. So whenever you press a button, you hear that audible noise, let you know it presses a button. I think it says it's your hourly service timer. I'm not quite sure if this actually beeps every hour on the hour like they do with Casio watches. I have to check. I couldn't find it anywhere in the manual, but that little bell right there lets you know that whenever you press a button, you're going to hear a little audible tone. And again, to turn it on and off, just press it real quick and then it disappears. Pretty cool. All right, so what else I want to show you? All right, let's go ahead and show you the other side of the case. There are all your pushers again. You got the shroud. You see the lugs. Of course, they're drilled lugs that angle down just a little bit for you. That case is not ceramic or anything. I'm assuming somewhere in here is probably the sensor. I know that's just not some sort of extra visual appeal that some sort of design for no reason. That's probably where your sensor is. I couldn't find anywhere on Seiko's website to verify that, but I'm guessing that sensor's in there somewhere. Of course, here is your other crown over here at what, 8 o'clock? Yep, right there. There are your other lugs. The bezel has a really nice grip to it, super nice grip to it. Again, I'll never use it for actually diving, and I'm betting most of y'all won't either. See if I can line it up here. There you go. Yep, see, again, just a smidge off. No big deal. Let's go ahead and take a look at the back of the watch. There you go. Of course, you see where it says Special Edition. It gives you the manufacture date right there. which it looks like this one was made in March of this year. So the first number is a year, the second number is the month. So it looks like it was made in March of this year. So of course you see special edition, tells you the module number. Of course you see the Seiko Tsunami logo, all that good stuff. So man, I love this watch, guys. I really, I think it's a fantastic watch. The silicone strap is super supple, super soft. Love it. Even when it breaks in, it gets even better. Of course, on the other side, you got this nice keeper. This is a real famous keeper here. They've had these for years on these watches. Pretty cool. I wish they made the keeper just a little bit thicker. It just feels like it's a little bit too thin. Like the metal itself is just a tad too thin. No big deal. Of course, you got your buckle right there. What does it say on the back? Just says Seiko on the back. I'm sorry, it says Seiko stainless steel right there. There you go. And guys, that's really about it for this. I think I went over. So if you press the bottom right-hand button, that's the dive button. You press and hold, you go into dive mode. You'll see it flashing. Now you're in dive mode. It'll show you how many feet. Obviously 0 feet. You can change that to meters and some other stuff. So 0 feet. Press any other button to get you out of dive mode. So let's go with the other modes here. I think I showed you everything. I just want to make sure I showed you. Of course, there are the logs, no logs, stopwatch. That's the alarm, and then you're back to regular timekeeping. And of course, if you want to set the time, you unscrew the crown. And when you pull out the crown, the digital display starts blinking. These two are linked, so whatever you put on the digital display is going to match on the analog hands, which is pretty cool. And then, of course, when you put this in like a dark drawer or something for a while, all the hands stop working. When you bring it into the sunlight or whatever regular light, all the hands start zipping around and going back to regular time. It's basically just going into a power save mode, so you can save your battery. Really nice watch, man. I really like it. Let me go push the crown back in here. There you go. See, the hand just adjusted. Really cool, man. I love this movement. I love the movement in the other one, too. So before I forget, let me go ahead and close all these crowns back. And I think they must have some sort of like bronze or brass or something fitting, because you can feel the metal kind of mushing together when you close it. And it's a nice, tight little seal. So when I'm turning it right here, I'm actually closing it. I get to the end, boom. And to open it back up, it takes a little bit of effort to like unstick it. Boop, and it kind of pops. I love that little popping right there. Boom, right there. Love it. So you definitely know when it's closed. You definitely know when it's open. Again, it takes your brain a second. Normally it's righty-tighty, lefty-loosey. This time it's lefty-tighty, righty-loosey. So let's go ahead and close it. Get to that little point. Boom, right there. Ah, I love that little sticking. Love that feeling. All right, let's go ahead and shut the crown. Crown has nice action to it too, a definite stopping point. All right, let's close this one. Boom. Little pop. God, I love that. Really cool. All right, so now she's all sealed back up, ready to go. Guys, again, I love this watch. Let me go ahead and give you a wrist shot here. I know it's going to fit great on my 8-inch wrist. I still get comments all the time, or actually questions, what size is your wrist? Guys, I have an 8-inch wrist. I'm a big dude. I got a big wrist. All right, let's go ahead and put it in there. All right. Fantastic looking watch. God, I love this thing. I was thinking, what, should I get the new one? I already got the old one. Should I get the new one too? I said, screw it. Let me get it. I might sell the old one. So if any of y'all are interested in this one, just saying, I might let it go for the right price. Guys, I might have literally worn this, I don't know, 10 times since I got it. I don't even remember when I reviewed this one. I know it's been a couple years. In fact, I'll go ahead and put that review up there real quick. I know I reviewed this, I don't know, 2019, 20, I can't remember. Anyway, but if you're interested in this, let me know. Make me a decent offer. Because I don't think I need 2 of them. Do I? Would y'all keep both of them? I don't know. Anyway, if you're interested, send me an offer at maverikwatchreviews@gmail.com. Please, only serious offers. And, of course, I still have all the stickers, the tags, the box, everything that comes with this. So if you're really interested, hit me up. Maybe we can do some business. Again, I think it's only been worn, I'm thinking 10 times. Guys, because I try to cycle through all my watches. to keep all of them nice and as mint. And this one is mint. I mean, there's not a scratch. It's got a little bit of, you know, I got to wash it off, but no scratches anywhere on the watch. It is absolutely mint. So think about that. Anyway, let's go ahead and kill the monitor, kill the studio light. Let's get you a Lume shot of this LumiBrite. I mean, you know what's going to happen. This is not going to shock anybody. LumiBrite is really, I mean, it really does set, you know, it really is, you know, like the industry standard for Lume. Let's go ahead and zap it here. There you go. In fact, let's go ahead and zap this one next to the old one and see what we have here. It looks like the old one, guys. It looks like the old one, the indexes might be actually be a little bit thicker, wider, maybe. And it looks like the old one, the actual color of the Lume on the indexes is a little bit different. It's more of like a teal, whereas over here on the brand new one, the SNJ035, is more of a green. Let me do that one more time. And it looks like the 12 o'clock index on this one's a little bit larger. I don't know, maybe my eyes are just playing tricks on me. Tell me what y'all think. Love both of these watches. Really, really cool watches. All right, let's go ahead and cut everything back on. I'd love to know y'all's opinion. Do you think it's worth the extra money for this new 40th anniversary edition? Do you still just like the old one? Tell me what you think, man. I mean, these are not cheap. Again, they're, you know, retailing for $625. You can get them for a couple $100 less if you do some comparison shopping. But I'll make sure to put all the links and stuff so you can go down there and get one of these if you like. Again, you know, it's $468 over at Amazon. That's, you know, again, it's kind of like the stock market. These prices fluctuate. They go back and forth. You might be able to get it for a little bit less. It might be a little bit more, but I'll make sure to put that link down there in the description field for you. And guys, it's been about it for this one, man. As always, make sure you like and subscribe. If you like my content, make sure you click that notification bell. I want to make sure that you're getting all of my new content. And again, I try to upload every Sunday or at least every other Sunday. So I got, you know, some more cool stuff coming here in the next couple weeks. This is a really cool watch, man. I love these Arnies, man. I've always have. Really, really cool watches. All right, guys. Again, that's been about it for me. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you on the next review. Take care. Bye-bye.